Everything is getting more expensive. Between inflation, supply chain issues, and the labor shortage, small business owners are struggling. So I'm here at the Texas State Fair in Dallas to find out how one of its newest vendors is handling rising costs.
Aquí. We're going to finish the last 2 orders from the customers. So we have carnitas, barbacoa, carne asada, and chicken al pastor. Add some melted asadero cheese and shredded barbacoa, onions, cilantro, and the barbacoa broth.
Oh my God. I want to start by just going through these receipts that you brought. Tell me what we're looking at here.
The first one that I'm going to show you is the tortillas. To have a taco place, you have to have tortillas.
Yes,
Otherwise, there will be no menu.
So I see that you've got $64 total for yellow corn tortillas.
Which is 8 packages.
Yep.
It went up like $10 a box. So you're talking about 10% of what we used to pay before pandemic.
So how much did that number used to be?
It used to be $48 a case.
48, now it's 64.
64.
So that alone is a big cost increase.
Yeah.
Jesus isn't alone. In 2022 through November, food got over 10% more expensive, with flour costs up by over 24% and chicken up by 12%. Supply chain issues, avian flu, droughts, geopolitical issues, they all have an impact on the price of food. And that leaves restaurant owners like Jesus making tough choices about how to pass these costs on to customers.
I try to get the best product that I can according to my prices. When you pay $5 for a taco, people expect quality.
Is it $5 for one taco?
I charge even a $5.75 for a taco de octopus, and people won't mind because first the flavors, the texture, and the quality.
So how have you handled that increase in cost for you?
The traditional tacos, which is a barbacoa or chicken, they're $2.99. Before the pandemic, they were $2.25. The tortilla, the cheese, the meat, and everything went up. Even the produce, you have to increase it. And people know those things, and they become more generous. They even tip more because they know that the cost of living for all my family, my employees. I call them family because we work 14 hours a day together, so they have to pay their bills. So people are very generous, especially here in Texas.
How did you determine what your price ceiling was going to be for your taco?
So what you do in order to don't lose money and you don't overcharge, you get the food cost of how much you pay for a taco, and then you do it 1.5 times more. But a lot of people, they don't increase the prices, but they shrink this portion. But I won't do that. I prefer to increase my price a little bit than give them a small portion.
That's really interesting because right now at the federal level, the view is that, okay, companies will start to decrease their prices if we up interest rates. But it sounds like you're saying that once you hit a certain price point, you're not going to decrease the cost, right?
I'm doing the same numbers that I used to do back before I opened, but now everything costs a little more.
Jesus learned the tricks of the trade at home with his father.
I grew up on this business. Since I was 7 years old, my father used to have restaurants in Mexico City. So I tried to do more things, but this is what I love the most. The food and my passion.
Did you grow up in Mexico City?
I grew up until I was 17. Then I came here to Texas. I live in New York, Vegas, San Francisco. For the past 30 years, I live here.
And your dad was in the restaurant
And the restaurant business.
Can you tell me more about that?
He passed away many years ago. I'm pretty sure he will be very proud to see what I accomplished. Well, these things are for happiness.
It sounds like a real family.
Yes, that's what I try to run. Family business. And I tell them, if I can do it, you guys can do it. It's not about me, it's about everyone. It's very grateful for me to see when they first start, they come in now, they have better cars, they have better houses.
And I know you've had an increase in income recently because you're at the Texas State Fair.
Yes.
How excited are you about that?
Very excited and very tired.
Yeah.
Business is great down there.
So the fair came to you and asked you to come?
Yes, they invited me this year. There's 7 new vendors on the fair, and by far I'm the #1. Next, ladies.
Are you able to tell if you've made a profit from the work you're putting in the State Fair?
I already know that I make very good profit. From the number that I was thinking, we increased it like 30% more. I sell over 10,000 empanadas in the past 20 days, tons of tacos, tons of margaritas and micheladas. It's the dream. It's the American dream.